With The Last of Us dropping, finally Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood has the ticket options available. But everything might not be as it seems. Now, normally I've always been jealous of Hollywood with their IPs that they got that we didn't have. John Murdy, I'm still jealous about that. He interacts with the fans. Orlando gets nothing on Twitter. But I've never been jealous of our ticket options here in Orlando because it's quite simple. It's been the same way. Sure, they've elevated, they've added like the scare actor dining package and a few other things along the way, but it's been pretty simple. You have your basic general admission ticket. You can have express with that. You have your frequent fear pass. And then like in the past few years, they added if you were coming into the park early and you wanted to get access to Stay and Scream, that they added a Stay and Scream ticket, a separate ticket that you can just add on if you are not attending the park that day, or if you are not a pass holder and entering the park early that day. That is what leads us to Hollywood with their ticket options this year. Pretty much standard like it was last year, except for there's a few different caveats that really has me confused. And with the opening of Super Nintendo World, it really gets even more confusing when it comes to Halloween Horror Nights this year. And so for Hollywood, you have your general admission, you have your Express, you have your Express Unlimited, which is crazy. Orlando has never had an unlimited. It would just be expensive and really, really probably crazy. And then now you have a after 2 p.m. day/night ticket. This ticket actually allows you to go into Super Nintendo World from the start of 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. But nowhere does it state what happens after 10 o'clock when it comes to Super Nintendo World. Will it still be open? Will it be reservation by that time? Will they just close the land off? They're not really stating that because I think they want people to buy the tickets to kind of ensure that they're going to go to Super Nintendo World. Because otherwise you just say, I'll just wait until late into the night and dip in there. So I think they're not stating that, or maybe they're just going to play it by ear and see how it works within the land itself. And then you can buy that same pass, but with the Express, the RIP tours, which obviously if you're only going to Horror Nights for one night, that is your best option, RIP tour. Then this is where things get kind of tricky. So new for this year, they've added the Halloween Horror Nights Early Access ticket starting. And the key word here, it says from $10, but when you click on it, you can see that there are different price structures. It goes from $10 to $15 to $20 to $25. Now, even my good friend April, who has a world traveler, she went to Paris, she's been to Disneyland, she's been to Universal Studios Hollywood multiple times. She's an assistant manager to the channel. I know you're probably watching this, April, so news to you, you're probably like an assistant manager to the channel. But even me and her were conversating back and forth about this, and we really had no clue about these ticket options. She was just as clueless as me. She was asking me questions, I was asking her questions, and we were not really figuring a lot of things out when it came to the early access ticket. So I decided just to give Universal Studios Hollywood a call to try to see if I can solve this once and for all. And it didn't go quite as planned.
Thank you for calling Universal Studios Hollywood.
Yes, I'm looking to maybe travel out there for Halloween Horror Nights. Just because I realized like they added this new ticket option called the Horror Nights Early Access ticket. And I wasn't sure if I was needing to purchase that on top of my Horror Nights ticket to allow me to do the early access. Once it comes time, are they gonna like kick everyone out and then we come back in at 7 when it opens? or would I need to add on this ticket to my Horror Nights days?
But you're going to be at the park the entire day, correct?
Yes.
All right, yeah, if you don't mind, Chris, I'm going to place you on brief hold, talk with my support staff real quick, and then I'll be right back. Okay?
So that definitely shows me that even they don't really know. They're just as clueless as us on this one. So hopefully he comes back with like a definite answer or a little bit better of an understanding on this one. I'm going to take a wild guess that I've been on hold for a few minutes. Maybe they don't know. Maybe they're trying to figure this out too, because this is really confusing. So as a reference, it's now marked 15 minutes. I've probably been on the phone holding maybe about 5-6 minutes while he's trying to find the answer.
Me and my support member reading through all of our information. Basically, we're still getting information. We don't have specific information you're asking about yet. But common sense tells us that if you have a general admission ticket and a Halloween Horror Night ticket, you're going to have, access to the park the entire time. We can't see a world where they would make guests leave the park. Kind of think it's going to be like that. That's about the best answer I can give you. If you can call us back a little bit closer to the event, we should have more details, but we think it's...
And there you have it. They don't really quite know. Call back. So it doesn't leave me with a lot of hope that we won't be kicked out of the park and have to come back in. I'm just gonna have to call them again. I'll update you guys, of course, if anything changes on this. And Orlando fans, if this goes the route of you need this separately add-on ticket, don't think you're safe. Just because Orlando has been doing the stay in screen method for a while doesn't mean they can't alter it or change this to say, well, on second thought, you kind of need this extra ticket to do stay in screen. But when things get announced, we of course will talk about it here on this channel. So if you are from Hollywood, hello. If you have any questions or any advice, leave them down in the comments section. I look forward to conversating with everyone that's watching from Hollywood. So thank you all, and I will catch you on the next video. Peace.